Hey YouTube, Rico Knows here. It's Friday. I'm really focusing on the MVPs, Patreon, getting ready for the UFC fights, providing all my picks. But I wanted to show you guys my Twitter account, something I was talking about earlier. I am doing an interview tonight with ScoBuffs Daily. We're going to be talking Colorado football. We're going to be talking about me and my journey tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you guys there. But on another note, something a little more probably important to the sports world, Michigan got a new defensive coordinator, and it's Wink Martindale. And I want you guys to understand why I am extremely, intrigued by this hiring as opposed to the hiring at Colorado, right? You hire a defensive coordinator who just left that same position at the NFL level. So that, number one, is echelons above when you come to hiring jobs, right? Remember, Michigan isn't some other world. Michigan is competing for the same national title Colorado is. Michigan is in the FBS at the Power 4 or Power 5, however you want to label it, and they just tend to find a higher caliber person. Straight up. They tend to find somebody who's going to do the job better than other people can hire. Now, I want to give the Harbaughs a lot of credit. Both brothers, Jim and John, they run Michigan. They are Michigan men, whether they want to admit it or not, whether anybody's paying attention, they run the show at Michigan. And I talked about it in my post here. Wink Martindale's 60 years old. So can he still coach at the collegiate level? I don't know. 60 years old, can he go out and recruit players? I don't know. What I know is he can coach football. I know he's a defensive guru when it comes to being a defensive coordinator. But I also know this isn't his first time being a defensive coordinator. And that's because he was a defensive coordinator at Western Kentucky in the year 2000. Back in 2000 to 2003, he was the Western Kentucky defensive coordinator. And guess who he was working for at that time? Jack Harbaugh. So he used to work for the Harbaughs way back in the day, obviously getting this job on a recommendation from John Harbaugh, without a doubt, right? Sharon Moore doesn't need help on offense. He's got the offense down pat. He's the new head coach, but he needs a defense coordinator because they just lost their defensive coordinator. And anytime you see a guy leave Michigan, or leave the Ravens, I should say, you look at Michigan and you go, are you going to hire him? Are you going to hire him? Because Jesse Minter, right? Jesse Minter used to be the defense coordinator who just left Michigan to go to San Diego. He used to be on the Ravens staff. Mike McDonald on the Ravens staff. That means all these guys used to work for John Harbaugh. They needed a new start. They wanted another opportunity, and they went to Michigan. And then Jim hooked them up. So you're just working for these two brothers. But Wink, man, that's Dad's friend. Wink Martindale, Dale Martindale, right? Wink here gets hired. Man, he used to work for Dad. Of course he's going to get hired. Shout out to him. Shout out to Michigan for still being in good hands, getting good hires. This is what you do, though. You go out and find a defensive coordinator that has the acumen, has the pedigree, looks the part. I just think that the only thing you can be concerned with is, can this 60-year-old go out and recruit every day? There's plenty of guys in the trenches at the college football level that are 60 years old and recruiting every day. So I wouldn't put it past them. Wink is a defensive mastermind. He is a football guy. By all means, a football guy. But that's the way you hire at the Power 5 level. That's the way you go and find a name. But once again, the name recognition and the hookup at Michigan is all Harbaugh driven, whether it be Jim or John or Jack in this case. It's all Harbaugh driven. Congratulations to them. I think Michigan's in good hands. Sharon Moore is probably going to win a fair amount of games. They still have a lot of talent, and they brought in an NFL caliber defensive coordinator to be a defense coordinator at the university. It's remarkable. Congratulations. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.